So, hello, everybody. Hi. Um, this is talking about something so normal, so simple, that it's even strange that we are talking about it. And that's the funny thing, because we're so used to talk around and have ideas and experiences and how we do that this is, in a strange way, it seems like complicated. When there's a little child, there's no one, there's no identification, it's just walking around or doing or crying or whatever. And then on a certain age, the brain is sophisticated enough to abstract. So before there was no understanding of time, for example, tomorrow, later on. And then suddenly there's an understanding about what is time and they can abstract it. And also like comes in that idea of distance over there, it's over there and there's somewhere else and somebody comes from there and here. And all that is part of the whole experience of being someone, because then there suddenly is also I'm someone and there's someone else and there's time involved, there's distance, it's further away or it's later on. But with the time, there's also there's also coming that cause and effect, because when there's before and after, there's also seems to be cause and effect, because that's what we normally think, living in time. There's something causing something else. So that when somebody is talking and there's a feeling of sadness maybe or anything else, then it seems to be because of that talking with somebody else or that circumstance. So that cause and effect is part of the story. And during the years it's so embodied, so it seems so normal that there is cause and effect, and it's because of this I feel that, and because of that it's going in that way. So that cause and effect is a very strong concept or belief. That's part of the dream or the story of me. And also when there's time, there's also a way of talking like no, no, there's nothing coming. So, oh, that's funny. I start talking and I just stop. There's continuation. Oh, that's funny. There can be continuation, and suddenly that can be not no continuation, but there seems to be a reason why and all that. And there can be talking like that, and suddenly there's nothing coming. So there's no continuation. But we think like, that can be for a moment and then it goes on. So when there's that feeling of I'm here and I have the experience of being someone and living my life, there's underneath, somewhere, there's something going on like I'm not good enough. This is not good enough. There's something gone wrong. There's something not enough. So there's coming a drive to make it right. And that's so the normal way to look. And when you look around, it's most of the time it's like this is right, this is wrong. There are a lot of different ideas about right and wrong. And there's a trying to make it better. Because there's somewhere underneath that feeling this is not enough, and looking for something that seems to be missing. But when there's the story of me and I'm experiencing that and all that, everything seems so solid and real suddenly. When there's a little child, it's just going without borders or real everything. And suddenly there's something going on like, hey, life is real. Everything, the table is real. The feelings are real. Circumstances are real. It's seems to be the normal way and acting on what's going on, believing that there's something behind. So there's outside and inside. There's also like distance. There's also inside. We believe there's an inside and outside. That's part of the dream of me. When they're saying there's no distance and no time, there's also no inside and no outside. That's huge because no inside is already strange, but no outside. There's a whole world outside. We believe there's a whole world outside. We know there's a whole world outside. Things are going on and affect me or affect other countries and all that. And hearing this, saying there's no world, there's no outside, there's this, that is everything, is stunning. It's completely out of the story. It has nothing to do with the story. And that's the only thing normally we have, that we live in the story. We think about what's going on. We believe in time. So we believe in cause and effect. Maybe when I do this or don't do this, that will be going better. So all those experiences and all those trying and behaving, and with the belief, of course, also that I have a free will. I have a free will or choice to make things better. The thoughts are mine, so there can be trying to make things better. Feelings are mine, so we can work on my feelings. I have a past. There's something going on, and that's why there's something going on in this moment. So there's a huge belief in time about the past and maybe also the future. So that's so much embodied. There's so many concepts, beliefs, and it doesn't feel like beneath. Maybe it feels more like a knowing that that's there, being sure, all that. And then coming to these meetings and hearing that time is not real. There is there is an apparent time in the story, of course. They're starting at 7 and all that. But in the same time, it isn't real. There is no time. There is no distance. And that's everything is holding on to that. So the whole control system, what me is trying to, I'm controlling my life and trying to make it better or feeling more comfortable or happy or free maybe. It's part of the idea that I can make that happen. I'm, I'm, I can do that, something like that. And hearing there's no me completely knocks that down. But that's so devastating. It's so wiping all control down that most of the time there's an understanding for a bit of like there's no one and there's no free will and all that. But there's somewhere still that whole thing going on, like there can be trying, or there can be um, a continuation, or there can be working on things, because it's huge. It's so strong. It's so no time. There's no after. There's no before. There's only this, and that's everything. So there's also no right and wrong. Nothing is better than something else. Any feeling is it. Everything is it. It doesn't go anywhere. It's not happening to someone. There is no someone. There's nothing inside. It's empty. Everything is empty. It's that feeling apparently there. Not for anyone, not from anyone. Feeling this wall. There's also no center. Because when there's me, there seems to be everything is happening to me and the circumstances are happening to me and what you say. And oh, that feels very awful because you don't take me serious and all. And there are all kinds of ideas of how you can handle and experience everything what's going on. This has nothing to do with that. It's completely not hearing the the story, or not, how do you say that? Not making it real. The story can be a story, but it has no importance or relevance at all. And when there's someone, I'm experiencing this and I have a past and I'm living in time, and there's also being busy with things, what's going on. There's also a lot of times an idea of how I am. I am someone with a past, what was maybe some difficulty were there in the past or trauma, and that takes it. I, there's something going on here still that takes me with that. And when there's something going on and that's making things like looking at it and thinking that's still going on, so maybe I can do something about it, or maybe when there's no me, things will change. So looking for something that can make that happen, or maybe there's a development in, oh, there's less me now, so there's something going on, trying to find what's being said, what's being told about. There's nothing to find because it's already everything. And that is crazy. Everything, you can't even imagine what is everything. Maybe there's an understanding, but an understanding is just air like that. Nothing can be nice. This is exactly talking about exactly that. What is happening? Not mentioning it, no need to know it or to understand. There's no need to understand this. It's already what is happening. A feeling, sitting, tea, wall. You, you can't even follow because it's like that. Not for anyone. There is no someone. So that's the freedom. It's just like that. There's no one. So there's no free will. And when there's no free will, there's also that whole idea about responsibility and guilt and all that. It's just out of the window, because it's only in the story that it seems like you can act in a good way or a bad way, because the good way is like people feel good about what's going on. The bad way is like people feel bad about what's going on. This isn't talking about good or bad. There's nothing good or bad. Only in the story there is what is happening. There can be any feeling, pain, anger, the wall. Nothing is more important than anything else. It's very simple. And it's already happening. So there can be also thoughts. Thoughts can happen. I don't get this, or maybe there's an understanding and all that. Those thoughts can happen and then they dissipate. It's like that. So there can be thoughts. They don't have any meaning or importance. Thoughts can happen. Maybe taking it home like, oh, but this is so important. Then that energy can be happening. Then that's what's happening. There's nothing right or wrong with that. It's what is apparently happening. Nothing is real, but when there's not seeing or feeling or experiencing that it isn't real, then that is what's happening. So life doesn't go anywhere. It is exactly what is. And we can talk about that. There can be questions, there can be anything, what's coming up, and maybe a sharing of that. And we'll see what's happening. If you want to say something, you can unmute yourself, and we'll see.
Hi, Rose.
Hi, hello.
It's so frustrating. I can't stop trying to get away from what is.
Mm.
Not this.
Not this,
I'm
but
taking,
not this is also this. Ah, what is that?
I'm taking things so serious.
Yeah. But the strange thing is, it can't be not this because that frustration or that is it too. So there's no escape. Maybe there's an idea about how you would like it to be, or
Yeah,
or think it would be, or something like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, I take it personal.
Ah,
I don't want it to
you
happen.
want something else.
Yes, please, something else.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's the strongest
Not
one.
this.
Yeah. That can be so strong that
Oh,
somewhere and still it's going on. That
yeah.
is so can be so frustrating. Yeah, I
Mhm,
can imagine that.
mhm,
Hmm. When
mhm,
that energy of not wanting it or wanting something else is there, can be very strong. It
mhm.
has nothing to do with you or somebody else. It's that energy can be there. It is that energy is what is happening. So that
Yeah, and it comes.
And
Yeah,
and we take it like, "Oh, but I am not that," and all that, and
yeah. It's
like
because
it's
of
an
that. If that would happen, then it would
yeah,
go away. Yeah.
ah,
Ah,
yeah,
depression
yeah,
kind. Oh, I wish it would be over and move.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. There's the strange thing is there's no way to change anything, but we are
mm.
so convinced that we are able or we have to change or we have to do something about it. We can do it.
Yeah, and
No,
it's
we
so
can't.
good um, to argue with
Mm.
oneself and
Ah, yeah,
oh,
yeah, yeah,
okay, it's no one's fault. Of course, there is no one,
oh yeah,
but there's still this feeling. I
yeah.
hate myself. This is crazy. It's impossible somehow.
Yeah. What when that chit like that is going, then there's that
Mm.
there's no importance in it. But when it's seen like, oh, well, if I find a way in it and all that, then that is it. There's
Yeah,
no
I'm
way out.
comparing myself to other people, well balanced and yeah,
Ah,
not that oh I'm such a drama queen, blah blah blah.
mm. But there can't be something going on because when there's no one, there is no like how do you say like you could say like when there's someone there's a center and there's this
Mm,
body around and there's ideas about yeah I'm like that because all the time I'm
yeah.
acting like that and all that. Well, it can't be like that because that there can be moments there's
Mm,
drama and then it stops and there's sitting and then
yeah,
there's the cup of tea and what we are so
mm,
believing in continuation and a center and it's happening experiencing it
yeah,
and this is my way but
mm,
it's making a story of it in a very strict way very
correct.
convincing in a way
Mm. This
but
this
it's
that's my
all apart.
explanation.
It's like
It-
acting as a queen or acting like
mm,
drama or can
okay.
happen still. That
Drama
will
mode,
go on.
and
Yeah,
suddenly, okay, it's just sitting in the driving the car. So
yeah,
someone sitting in the car and driving. The rest
yeah,
is just
yeah.
or
But
even
it's
not
also
fantasy.
acting out can be there.
Mm,
Why not? Nothing matters. No, there can be acting out, being really unreasonable. Why not?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, and it has nothing to do with accepting or uh,
no. How can you
showing
accept?
that.
Accepting is already saying there's something
Yeah,
not really right, but I accepting it.
mhm,
Accepting it. No, it's just acting out, being silly. Well,
mm,
it's also what we do when I am looking at ourselves, is being busy with how I am acting all day. So being
yeah,
looking at ourselves and being busy what I am doing.
yeah,
And then there's a
comparing.
whole idea about what should it be in the whole story. But there's no one. So it's it's like Don Quixote. It's fighting in the air. Well,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with that, but it doesn't
Mm.
go anywhere
Yeah. It's
because
yeah.
it's not real. It's not
Not more,
real.
not less. Yeah.
And
That's
that doesn't matter if it's going on. That can happen, but it's
mm,
not real. So that energy goes on. Yeah. Then that energy is there. There's also energy of people like, oh, that can be
yeah.
there, but there's no difference. It's just different.
Yeah. But there's a preference to yeah,
Mm,
preference
mm, mm,
mm, of feeling more I wouldn't say it's the feeling of control. No, but uh,
mm.
not that
Well, when there's, I am here, I am experiencing
driven.
everything, there's always something going on. I'm not right. I'm not good enough.
Mhm.
So someone is like, oh, she is better than me, and oh, I would like her. And the other person thinks like, oh, I would like be her because
Mm,
that's so nice. She's so unorganized, and I'm so tight, and all that. So it's always the same story.
yeah.
We are
Yeah.
so convinced in that, like there is a story about that
Mm.
because we're making it into a story. And when
The good
there's a
thing,
story, then there's right and wrong and better and all that. There's no story.
it's not always like this. It's changing. Fluctuating.
Yeah, sometimes it's like that. Yeah, can be.
At least it's not.
Hmm.
Yeah. Thank you, Rose.
Yeah, hi. Hmm. Ah, that's a chat. Some people say this too shall pass for an uncomfortable or joyous feeling, but that seems to emphasize time. Yeah, of course. It's a way of dealing with something that you experience, like a feeling you don't like, and then you accept that it will pass, something like that. It's about dealing with what's going on. That's the normal way of what we are used to do. Like, how do you deal with awful feeling? Because awful is part of that story of me. Something is awful and something is nice or happy or free. It's always looking at, when there's looking at it, there's a right and wrong somewhere. It's only that whole looking at it, the awareness isn't there anymore. And then there's that whole idea about right and wrong seems to be, how can you believe there's right and wrong? There is what is. So can be painful or nice. Well, that's it. There's no way of being able to change it. Well, we are so convinced, so then there's trying and being busy with that. Does nothing even get better? No. No hope. No. Oh. It's a misunderstanding that there's something wrong. It's complete as it is. And we have, because we are looking at it, there's always that separation, that feeling of two things, like what nice and awful, and wrong and right, and better and worse. There is no better, but there's also no worse. And it's not, that's also a very, very thing, that, a way of dealing with it, saying to yourself, yeah, it's what it is. It's the same as like this shall pass. It's the same thing. Yeah. There's nothing to do with dealing with it. That's strange because that's the only thing we know. We deal with everything. There's me and there's something, a feeling, or, and that's inside or with circumstances maybe. So that's what we can imagine. And then there's hearing no. There's no dealing with something because there's no one. So there's only that what is happening, apparently. So a feeling, wall, sound. Hmm. So can you say more about what complete means? No development or no condition? Yeah, complete can be very mis mis can be misunderstood because what we call complete is like perfect and like the best race of everyone or all that. Complete as it is. So how can you, yeah, it's a complete different way of looking at what complete is. Complete as it is. So this hand is complete. It's just like that. It's complete as it is. It doesn't need anything else, or it is nothing else. And it's so simple. It's so, how can it be not complete? But we think, yeah, yeah, but maybe when the fingers are more straight, then it would be complete. No, it's complete as it is. It's life. Life is perfection, you could say, in a way. And that sounds a bit weird because in language and talking in words, it makes it maybe there can be a misunderstanding what's being meant by those words. But life is perfection. So it's everything what is happening is it, is complete. Doesn't mean it's better or anything. Like we put on the whole story about, oh, but it's for me. And when it's for me, there's always a preference or this is better or all that. Life isn't acting to you, doesn't see you, it's just what is. Table, that sound. This is super difficult when you are in pain or other kinds of suffering, right? You just want it to stop, nothing else matters. Yeah, of course. When there's pain, there can be that. Of course, there can be all those ideas about, oh, I don't want this anymore. This is awful. How can I do? What can I do about it? And all that. That's what normally comes. What I talk about is, yeah, I only can say how it's going. It's like when there's pain and there's nothing going on, like those whole awareness that being busy with what's going on is completely lost. It doesn't arise. I can't, it's not that I don't do that. It's just not coming. It's lost. So, or lost, it isn't arising. So all those ideas about how to deal with it, what you can do with it, all that isn't coming. It's just not coming. So when there's pain, there's no escape. Then it's full on, and there's nothing busy trying to change it, but because, yeah, because it's not arising. All those ideas about normally what we do, it isn't there by itself. It's not doing that. It's not choosing for that because sometimes it's really strong. And well, the strange thing is when there's no battle, there's no not wanting it or nothing going on like, what's going on? Pain is different in a way. Doesn't mean it can be stronger than ever, well, than like before. But the suffering is more that I don't want it and how can I change it? And that trying to take it and trying to change it. So there's a whole story with it. When there's no story, it's pain, full on, sadness, full on, and then after a while it's dissipating or it comes back. There's no rules about that. Emotional pain, physical pain, yeah. Doesn't mean there's nothing going on like going to a doctor, because that's also can happen. There can be pain, physical, or and then going to a doctor, and then maybe in hospital or anything. That is what is happening. That seems like a choice, I know, but it isn't. Because we see everything as a choice. Like everything what's happening is about me choosing what's going on. But there's no one. There is already no one. This is not like maybe one day when there is no one. No, there is already no one. And the idea of choice is a dream. It's not real. There is no choice.
Rose.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you would not argue or have rows with people in the same way as when you felt though you were busy with being me, but um, if you do have an argument, then are there no thoughts coming up about, oh, should I say sorry? How should I treat them when I see them next, and all that kind of thing? Does that just not happen? You have a row and then what? It's just gone, or
It's just forgotten about it. And then maybe then there's nothing going on. Let's forget. Yeah, we call it forgetting, but it's not there anymore. And then maybe sometimes the next moment when there's meeting that person, sometimes it comes back. Well, and then maybe there's something saying, maybe not. I don't know. That's different.
so it's quite different from the usual. Well, if there's
Mm,
a
mm.
neurotic kind of, oh, did I say too much, or did I not say
Yeah,
enough, or what shall I say now, and shall I ignore them? Shall I go to them? Shall I, what
yeah.
all that? So that doesn't happen.
No,
No,
it's
that.
no, it's very quick. It's very quickly gone. Sometimes it's like, oh my God, it's already gone. It's like that because yeah, it's not.
So,
I'm not interested. There's no interest or importance. The importance of
yeah,
everything is lost,
yeah,
and we think we have to uh,
yeah.
make ourselves safe or loved or all
Mm,
that is so strong. When that's gone, there's no being busy with that because because no, it's just not coming.
not
It's
coming.
just
Yeah,
yeah.
sounds good.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not better than anything else because there is everything that everything is still going on. Maybe that being busy it's not that
Yeah,
strong.
but that sort of stewing over an argument you've
Yeah,
had, and then you're stewing
yeah,
over it for a couple of
yeah,
days
yeah,
afterwards. You know
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
that's miserable. I mean,
But the strange
and
thing
you can't
is,
stop it. You can't.
no, you can't. No, because there's no one, so there's no way to stop it. It's when
No,
that energy is very strong, then that's strong. There's
no,
nothing wrong with that energy.
no,
Then
no.
that's going on, like, ah, all that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's life in that way.
But then there's another thought which says, well, if I'd really got this message, then I wouldn't be still feeling resentful 2 days later, or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. Because when there's me, there's always comparing, and then having an
Yeah,
idea about how it would be, like with Rose or something.
yeah. Well, for me, that's
No.
how the row usually starts in the first place, is some kind of comparing, and then,
Yeah.
um,
There's always always a comparing, and then making a story about, for example, Rose, like, oh, she doesn't have that anymore, and all that. It's a story.
mm,
Maybe there can be thoughts like that, of course, but they, there's nothing so making it's not so important anymore, so it's
yeah,
just going away very quickly,
yeah,
but it's not better. It's what it is. We make it then, oh, I would like to live like that and all that, but that's the same story about I want something else. That is so strong, and making a story of how Rose or somebody else is and thinking, oh, that
mm.
is my goal or something. No,
No,
it's already that what is going on. Like, oh, I've been missing all that energy can be there. What is the difference? There can be that energy or there can be silence. What is the difference? It's life.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it seems like I'm more willing to have a row now than, you know,
Hmm.
I'm comparing with the past, but when I would have sort of avoided conflict, and now I will just have a row. And actually, I feel quite, I might feel quite good about it afterwards, but the other person doesn't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
can happen.
I
Yeah,
can't do
can
anything
do.
about that either.
No, no. And then we'll see what's going on the next. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
Thanks, Rose. It's
Yeah,
always good to.
yeah. It's funny because we think like when there's that freedom or no all those thoughts anymore, that will be great. But it's not great because it's very normal. You forget about that it was like that, and then it's normal like this. So in that way, there's nothing better. It's how it is. So yeah. Mm. Hi.
Hi, sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, but with
Michelle.
pauses.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I see Michelle, but I hear some breaks in it. So just try and then we'll see.
Okay, I'll try. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so Rose, yeah, there's no choice. That is very obvious here. Uh, just as an example, like overwhelm seems to happen in this body, in this me. The me knows that obviously, exercise is the best way to deal with this. Yet often it chooses, quote unquote, to just eat ice cream. Um, so there's no choice there because as much as I think, well, I'm making the choice to eat the ice cream or I'm making the choice to walk, that's just what's happening.
There's no choice.
Yeah. Either way is just what's happening.
There's no one. We always think that that's such a strong one of the strongest ones. It's like I am here and I can choose not to do it or it would be better or all that. There's no one. So
Mm.
there's no one choosing.
Mhm. Yeah.
So
It's
there's
just what's
also no
happening.
control. Ooh.
So I mean, I know there's nothing to say because there's no one to say it to, but
No, they
um
can be saying anything. They can be talking, of course, saying things.
yeah. Would you say don't try? Could that
No,
be a motto?
no, of course not. Who's not trying? Trying or not trying is the same.
Yeah.
So, but that's
Yeah.
so, there's nothing, there's no, we are so into like, what is the exercise? What can you advise? That's so the normal way. We want that. We want a direction or something like that. And when there's nothing, we are like, oh, the empty hand, like, oh, help. There's no, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
about not knowing. Well,
Mhm.
it's already like that. There's already no control. So we are so afraid of not knowing. Well, it's already like that. But maybe there's an idea that we should know or that we can know. It's exactly
Yeah.
what's going on. There's no right way or right body, how it looks or whatever.
Yeah. And then, because I know a few others there were asking about pain. In that respect, though, physical pain is physical pain, but emotional pain, does that not imply a me, Rose?
No, no.
Mm.
The feelings can be feelings. Any feeling. Sometimes you don't know what you feel. Sometimes when there's sadness, for example, there are like so many ways of sadness. There can be tears, there can be a feeling, there can be crying, all kinds. Well, then that
Yeah.
can happen.
of course. But like, just going back to the ice cream, just use an
Yeah.
example. But like,
Mm.
so if I eat the ice cream, guilt arises. That would be a me.
Yeah, but
Weird.
that's me because that's no feeling. Guilt is more like I'm doing something wrong or I should have done something else, something that. Then there's
Yeah.
looking at it like, oh, this is wrong and this is right. Oh no, eating ice cream is wrong because when, and then the whole story starts. No, there's only eating ice cream. Yeah, then
So
that's it.
you like guilt doesn't happen there?
No, no,
No.
no.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Rose. And just finally, and again, I know this is so futile to ask, but
No,
I
just
know the
wrong.
mind, I know I'll never get it, but I like in terms of as far as one can push understanding, I feel I've got that. And there is a resonance. And yet, still there can be such a consumption with a me, and yet that too is just what's happening. Like there's
Yeah.
nothing to do there.
Well, there's so much going on. Like there's something wrong, or there's something missing, or this is not enough, or everybody is different in that way. But that is such a strong embodied one, something in the story. Like, oh, so when there's an understanding, then that's in a way a superficial thing, and
Hmm.
then yeah, how it goes, it's for everybody different. The importance of when there's me, there's an importance of I'm wanting to have a good life or something like that. So the importance can loosening because when there's these meetings, there's no direction, there's no giving any advice or any way. So there's trying, oh, there's no answer. Oh, there's trying, and oh, there's no. So finally there's you don't know anymore, and then there's something else going on too, because it's like you can't even mention it. We are so into this is the way or this is not the way or a direction, and when there's nothing advice or anything and it just falls a bit apart like oh I don't know, hey there's something else going on. Well, you can't mention it, you can't say what it is, but there's something else. Suddenly it's like oh yeah, it's so difficult to say because otherwise then it seems like oh there's something happening, but it's about loss.
Hmm.
We try to get there, and loss it's like oh my god, oh my god. It's rather we want something instead of loss, like oh I don't know, oh my god I don't know what next, oh all that. Yeah, it's more in that way. Yeah, in that way.
And is that what you and Tony and everyone means, Rose, when you say the me is real and unreal? In that, like for you there, say, or for there, a me can feel real sometimes. Is that I mean,
I wouldn't say the me is real because it has never been there, but it can feel very real in the story. It feels very like my experience is that, and so it feels very real. Well, it never was real.
yeah,
Well, that's such so embodied that belief. It's a belief, but we are like, yeah, of course it is like that. It's a knowing or something. And when that knowing is not that strong anymore, can happen, or the importance is a bit not that strong. And oh, there's something going on. But that can be, it will not, it doesn't mean that freedom is always nice because we think like, oh, I want that freedom and all that. But that can be also all kind of emotions and that it's for everybody is different because you don't know what will happen when there's a relaxation, for example.
yes,
But it's not a relaxation for someone, and that's what we normally think. It's like it's about me, or maybe there is no me, but then there is this body. The body is also not real. It is there, and there's not. It's not. It's not always there. No.
yeah. Thank you so much, Rose.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you.
Oh, I thought there were some. Wait. Oh, there's a lot of chats. Wait. um, Somebody said, "What is emotional pain for me?" Oh, that's Judith saying, intense feeling of sadness, for example. Oh my God. Yeah.
Sorry, I thought that was a sort
Yeah,
of
I see it.
dialogue
Yeah. Yeah.
rather than telling everyone my
Oh, okay.
feelings. But it doesn't
Okay.
matter. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
It's
okay. That's okay. Then I
I don't
leave it by
mind, but
that.
I just thought
I
it.
leave it by that. It was
Sorry
just a
to
consultation. Yeah.
distract the
Okay.
others, but
Okay.
I
No,
thought it
no, no.
was
It's
Johannes
okay.
asking. Oh.
Yeah, yeah. It's okay. Yeah. Okay. So I leave all that.
I I don't mind either way.
No, but I don't need to address that. You were
No,
together with that. Okay.
no, you don't need to address it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That can happen too. Yeah.
What about memories? Here, I would say memories are not that important anymore. I met
Mm,
some friends and they would, oh, can you remember? And then we did this, so then we did that, and
mm.
oh, I totally forgot about that. Yeah,
Yeah, there can be, yeah, we call it memory. There can be like a story of images about a certain period or
yeah,
about a day. Yeah. And we think because of the memory, there's sadness. I don't think it's like because of the memory. There can be sadness and there can be memory. It's like there's memory and there's sadness, and there's no
no
because
connection.
of the memory that we make that together. Yeah,
Yeah,
it can be sadness. There's no story. And that's so quick. Memory seems to confirm there's time and go on.
yeah, and with the sadness and depression, so if you want try it the whole life, oh, if I try this, maybe then it won't come back, or I tried this, or it always seemed to have a reason, and now it's wow, it just appears.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. There's no importance. And maybe there are tears. Then there are tears. So,
Mhm.
yeah, can be. Yeah.
No, but no, because of yeah.
No.
Wow.
No, because that's huge. Because that's everything is about that. It's like, oh, and how can we deal with that? Or how can we compare or all kinds of ways being busy with that.
Yeah,
So,
because get control over the whole right.
yeah, it's yeah. You want then there's trying to hold on to it and doing things with it. It's already gone. So this already something else. And life is not about you. There is no center. There is no you. Life doesn't see you. It's not some. There is need a body and there's someone inside and living your life. No, there is no living your life. There is life. Yeah. I see there maybe you, just like, you are not important. Well, this is not about you are not important. There is no you. So nothing is important. It has nothing to do with the story of you feeling maybe not important or can't do this or all that. There is no you. There never was you. And when we talk about no importance, then there's nothing more important than anything else. So we're not talking about someone. There is no story. There is no someone. The whole story about what you do and all that is completely irrelevant. It's a dream. It doesn't matter. You're muted, Judith, if you want to speak.
Sorry, beg your pardon.
I saw
In a
you
bit of a
speaking. Yeah, I already
sorry
thought you
today.
were.
So you say nothing is more or less important than anything else, and I've heard other speakers like yourself say that. And I always think, yeah, but if your child or your partner died, that would be more important than a teacup breaking, something like that. Something.
Well, it's not like looking at it and thinking, oh, this is more important than that. It's like when the partner died, it's that feeling, and when then the cup breaks, it's that. There's no connection. There's
Oh,
nothing else going on.
oh, okay,
There's
yeah,
that moment, and that's it.
right, yeah.
There's no
No
comparing.
comparison, no comparison.
No,
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
no
got it,
comparing.
okay, yeah. Yeah, comparison's such a strong kind of
Yeah,
human thing, isn't it? Oh,
yeah,
God, yeah. Oh, that makes much more sense. Yeah.
yeah. I see there. Yes, what I do or don't do doesn't matter. It's not what I'm saying. It's completely different. There is no one and there is what is happening. So it's not like, oh, what I do is or don't do, it doesn't matter. There is what is happening. And that can be this or that. So that's different. That is different. There is no story. There's no one. There is no Roes or somebody else who is doing this or that and it doesn't matter. No, there is no Roes. There is no story of Roes. There is what is apparently happening. That's it.
So I'm thinking, in a way, that question about what does complete means, there's something about no comparison in that, isn't there?
Yeah.
So, a mild feeling of irritation is very different to a feeling of intense sadness, but you're not comparing one to the other. So it's sort of in its own right
Yeah.
complete, isn't it?
Yeah. That's a good
Just
way to see it.
as
Yeah.
it
To
is, yeah,
say it. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, you can't really argue with that, I suppose.
No. No, there is that's the nice thing of this. There is no arguing
Yeah,
because it's exactly how it is. It's like this is not
Yeah.
better or right or the truth or all that. No.
Yeah, no, there might be a little urge to argue with it, but you can't really.
Yeah. But that's good. Just do. Just when that's coming, just do.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank. Mm. There's nothing when they say, can you say that again about comparison? There's nothing going on like comparing this with that, like a mild feeling or a strong feeling. That is that complete or not complete? There's no comparing. There is that mild feeling, or it's not even mild. There's that feeling, and there's another one, and there's no there's nothing going on between them. That's what we normally do. We look at this and that and all that. No, it's exactly that, and it's already gone. And it's not about feelings only. It's also about the wall or something else. There's somebody else saying not two. How would you explain the no difference between yes and no? There's a difference, but there's a difference. Yeah, but that's it. There can be yes, or there can be no, or there can be it's there can be this or that. I don't know. It's like that. It's like that. There's a difference, of course. It feels different, but that's it. We're always busy with how does that feel and is that better and all that. No, there is what is. That's what is happening. What is. There's no story, there's no time, so there's nothing. When there's no center busy with what's going on, there's what is going on, what is happening. That's it. Not for anyone, not to anyone, just as it is. Walling, sounding. There's no meaning in it. Doesn't go anywhere. It is. When there's someone experiencing everything and then looking at things and that experiencing a feeling, and there's somewhere there's feeling of missing though, so there's a preference for feeling good because I am here and I'm wanting to have my life work and feel good, and this is about me because that's the strongest one. This is about me, and this body is mine, so I have to take care, and these feelings and thoughts are mine, so this is the whole system is mine, and there's something outside and I have to deal with that, and there's because of this I'm having this, so there's also time and distance involved, so there's a whole story trying to deal with this and busy with a good life and comfort and arguing and all that. And then there's hearing, no, there's no one. There's no center. There's no time. This is exactly how it is. There's not happening to someone. There's no story. There's an apparent story and there can be a lot of ideas, but also thoughts can happen. That still goes on. But they don't have any meaning. Nothing has any meaning. Well, we're so used to abstract and look at it and thinking this is better and this is beautiful and all that. It's what it is. That's the completeness. That is also the freedom. That life is without seeing anyone. It's just energy going in a certain, not going, is in a certain way. It's that and that. It's energetic. We think, oh, it's happening to me, and then there's a whole story going on. Oh, I don't like this, and I want something else. Well, it's not happening to you. It is what is apparently happening. Just like that. Somebody's saying, I always enjoy these words. You're such a joy. Have to get back to work now, but glad I jumped on. Much love. Oh, so sweet. Well, this is the strange thing is, and that some people don't want me to say that. This is unconditional love. This is life is unconditional love. It's unconditional, so it's raw and strong and can be devastating in anything. It isn't about nice, it isn't about trying, it is. It's exactly how it is. It is not happening to someone. There is no one. There is already no one. So there's nowhere to go. It's exactly that what is happening is what you're looking for. Thank you. Oh, so many hearts.
Thank you, Rose.
Thank you, Rose.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, Rose.